Tell us how you feel.
You know, that's just where I'm at. That's where I'm at. All of my givas are gone.
I told your kids to be very nice to you when you get home.
I was told that.
Were they?
I told them not to tell you.
See, so Aaron came downstairs and he was like, they were on with Jeremy playing him, and he's like, don't tell your mom that I told you. And I go, do you know what that's about? And I go, yeah, I know exactly what that's about. He told us to be nice to me, and he probably said, don't tell your mom I told you to be nice to her. Well, he just told me.
Can you do me a favor? Can you lift the trash out and put a lid on that so the hornets... I can't do it with one hand, otherwise I would.
These, like...
All the bees, man. I tell you
They're ridiculous. I might have you go into Zeus and Lexi and dump their bucket out for them.
Yeah, I'm going to go let them out for a little bit. Good morning.
Morning.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Yeah, thank you guys for all of your support coming yesterday. We appreciate all of you for who were able to attend. If you were not, that is okay. We know that you were able to send in some comments of kind words, and we greatly appreciate that.
They're in spirit.
They're in spirit. But anyway, we got some Amazon goodness that came into us, and so we're going to open it up, and we're going to continue doing what we do.
Thank you, April.
And that is wildlife education, conservation, and sanctuary. We've been, I was deposed, essentially, is really what it was.
Yeah.
For 7 hours yesterday. You know, a lot of things were made, a lot of, I want you to answer in my words, and I want my opinion, and wouldn't you agree, and wouldn't this, and wouldn't that. It is what it is. I have confidence that the hearing examiner is very competent. He's going to make a decision that he feels is best, and that's all we can ask for. Take all the evidence, look at it, make your decision, and then we'll have to go from there.
They all say you did amazing. You did great. They'll be there on the 5th.
Thank you guys.
And the opposing team was very hostile towards you.
They said they were proud that you didn't get mad.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
No, not on the thing.
Oh, yeah. After, when I ended my microphone, I may have thrown it across the room, but you know, it was what it was. Get off and kind of do one of these kind of things, like, oh, God.
I was getting irritated during my questioning.
I know. That was apparent.
And Milo spilled the coffee.
Yeah, so I actually discovered that this morning when I was like, oh, I haven't eaten since Thursday afternoon. But, so yesterday, when we took a 5-minute recess, Milo was at the door wanting to come in. My dogs were genuinely concerned about me yesterday.
Especially.
Yeah, they knew that I kind of was just not my norm. And so I go, it's okay, you can let him in. We're on a recess. And right when I said that, I'm on the phone with my attorney, like, Milo runs in, turns around, and spills my coffee all over me, all over the floor. And I'm just like, oh. Okay, we can do this. Anyway, thank you guys. I know a lot of stuff comes out. I appreciate you guys listening to our reason. I appreciate you guys knowing me and my staff well enough to know that any decision that had to be made was not one that was taken lightly, and that what we do out here is for the best interest of the animals, and that our wolf dogs all matter to us, and that's why some of the decisions that we had, rough decisions that we had to make had to be made years ago, right? So, or within the years. So it is what it is. We are going to still focus on the animals that we have out here. I do appreciate all your guys' love and support. With that said, here's an update. Still $20,000 shy from Instagram. All the monies that you guys have donated through Instagram, I don't have. We are going to give it to the next payout, which should be here shortly for September. And if it does not come in that payout of September, I can tell you it did not come in the payout of August. I got $13 from Instagram for the month of August. And our campaign was from June 29th to July 16th or 17th, or maybe even been the 19th. We raised $17,000 on that run. We raised $2,500 on another run, and we've received $3,000 from July to August, and we received $13 from the middle of July to the beginning of August. So really unfortunate, really disappointed in that, and very concerned for several other charities. I found out myself also that someone who came onto TikTok, wasn't it? Who stated that they are also having the same problems with Instagram. They're also a wolf rescue or a wolf conservation area. And that's very, very disheartening. Those charities need that money. I really need that money right now, so that I can, keep up with my bills and all that kind of stuff, to be able to continue care for the animals. Anyway, let's go see some Amazon goodness, and then we gotta go because, you know what, we're really tired. It's been a long week. Because we haven't stopped working since last Monday.
Which on the 5th, when we start at 8 a.m., does that mean we have to be out here at 6?
Oh, I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I know. I'm very curious of what this may be. Go back over here.
Oh.
I know, sorry. As you can see, I don't think I have ever picked up a meat run in my pajamas, but I did today. So,
I was looking for another pair of leggings to wear today, but they were all dirty.
I know, it's so disappointing. I was like, I woke up and I'm like, I don't want to adult today. I just don't want to do it. So I got up, I put on my joggers, put on a sweatshirt and said, good enough, I'm not doing it. I woke up at 4 and my brain was going a million miles a minute with all the things that I need to research and do. And I finally just got up at 4:30 and was like, I'm just gonna go get meat right now. And then I left and got there at like 5:30, and then none of the claims were done, so I had to find somebody. And this is the first time I went in there and I went, I need you to process the claims out right now. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Here's the boxes, fill the boxes. Now, luckily the lead that was there, she's a very, very sweet woman. I've only met her twice, but man, she is good. Like she was like, I got you, girl, let's get this done. She called somebody over. They had 2 people processing all the meat out for me. And I appreciate that, but that kind of, it all worked out. And then I actually went through Walmart and I just bought my vegetables and stuff from there because the chef store wasn't even open yet. Then when I got done with that, I went over to the chef store because they had opened by that time, and just picked up their throwaway stuff, which I'm glad that I did because they actually had quite a bit of meat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I'm glad I stopped by there. And then I already went to the vet this morning. Hanky's eyeball, has an infection. So Hanky Panky is coming home with me so that I can put eye ointment in his eye for the next 7 days, 4 times a day. Yes!
That's okay. I have to soak my dog 3 times a day.
I know! That's so much worse. Mine's literally squirt, and then yours is like, Bodie, stop, just stay out here. Okay, let's see what we got.
He's actually learning to stay in. I can walk away now.
Oh, can you?
I can.
Okay, you ready? This is exciting. We'll take this down to Jinx really quick. It just says, a gift for you, enjoy. You ready for this? It's a teaser pull.
A new one?
Yeah, but this one's way, I'm curious of how he's going to react to the end of this.
He feels so neglected. Oh my goodness.
All of my animals feel
Yeah,
neglected right
like
now.
the reason why I'm not quite done when I should be done by now is because I spent a little extra time with everyone this morning. They needed it.
We have to. I gotta go snuggle my Zubu. I got to. You know, I don't care. You can talk till you're blue in the face. But if you have animals that were captively bred and born and they go to a sanctuary, that human interaction with a handler, I feel is essential. And I only say that from 24 years of experience. Granted, that's all I have is 24 years of experience. I don't have degrees in what I do.
Don't worry, my degree isn't valid because it's new.
I understand that. I do understand that. They request that we have a zoologist and somebody who has a master's in behavioral. That was one of their whole arguments, is that we didn't. They found out that we did, and that still wasn't good enough for them. But I think us combined, between your degree and my experience, but then again, I was trained by somebody that they also don't approve of. But I think that there comes a point where training
just doesn't happen anymore.
And you start to actually become your own person.
Exactly.
And you start to learn things on your own. So, and I can tell you that most of the people who do animal advocacy, which I don't think that that's a bad thing. I mean, animals need to have voices. That's kind of what I do. I try to give the animals a voice. But I think that if you're in that industry and you've never worked with them specifically, how does that discredit them? So they have the degrees, but they've never worked with animals, but yet they feel they can comment on wolf or wolf dog or other animals' behavior, yet they've never technically studied it, nor do they have their masters. I just, high pot, I'm kettle, kind of thing. So I don't understand that.
You know what did make me laugh so hard yesterday, though? So I know they watch our lives. We know they watch our lives.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
When he was like, oh, a peer-reviewed study. Because I say that all the time.
You're very adamant that reviews need to be peer-reviewed and not just Wikipedia'd.
Exactly.
Right? And just because the whole point of studies that are peer-reviewed is so that I don't have to do a peer review, right? Or that I don't have to get the degree to do that.
Exactly.
That study has been done so that I can educate myself in that and be better at what I do because that's what they did. But the cool thing is that if they reached out to me, like, let's say about the study that was done about wolves and the study that David Metch based his whole concept on was a peer review of wolf behavior in captivity, right? And he based his whole concept on that. So he used somebody who observed somebody who cared for wolves in captivity. I mean, it's you can't do it all. So you have to kind of take it and say, like, what makes up this whole pie? Okay, you have your people who do peer reviews and actually study things, but you have the people who are actually working with it, who are giving them their information, right? So they review that and they see that. I mean, it's like the ecosystem. It all works together to be able to make everything kind of balance out, right?
And what's really funny, because you bring up that paper about the alpha and Mitch.
It was false?
It was false. But everything in science is not proven. You cannot prove things in science because it's continually changing. Even the theory of gravity is what? A theory. It's not proven.
Right. You just don't.
Yep.
I did,
Until someone can come and disprove it's what's believed. Oh my goodness. He's going to have so much fun.
Yeah, exactly. But what do we know? I only have some experience and Holly only has a degree, so it is what it is. Have you ever written any papers, Holly?
No, because I didn't go for my doctorate's degree.
Oh. Making sure this was for us and it's not something I ordered.
Doctorate's degree.
Oh. Making sure this was for us and it's not something I ordered. Enjoy your gift. Thank you for your endless dedication and passion. From Tracy. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
We do appreciate you. Oh, they're little hammocks.
Oh, perfect.
The marmosets are happy. They go through them quite frequently.
They love those ones.
I know, because they go all in. And then Dolly does like to kind of chew on this. It's like, she does all these weird noises and stuff like that. But, it's good.
Yes, unfortunately, the hearing does continue on the 5th, which happens to be a very important day to me.
That's Holly's birthday. You know what we should do? You know what we should do?
I should wear a birthday hat?
Well, I still need to talk to them to see if it's something that's going to happen. But I was offered a very generous donation matching. What we should do for your birthday the week before, or like
which is next week.
We should see about if they're still willing to do that, because what we were trying to do is with our bigger donors, we were trying to be like, can we get open so that we don't have to like have them donate so much money,
exactly,
right? Because we don't know what the outcome is and all that kind of stuff. But maybe we should do that match for your birthday.
Let's do it.
And we can just do a birthday Holly week of the X amount of money match.
I love that. And when I tell my dad that we're celebrating a birthday week for me here, he's gonna be like, are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'll reach out.
Oh,
and
thank
see.
you, Mark. I kind of wish it was the 20th
I'll reach
birthday.
out and see, because the reality of all the situation is that we haven't been paid out the 20 grand that Instagram owes us. That was
Thank you,
donated
Mike.
directly to a charity foundation through their organization. We haven't received that. We need the funds. Like, this has turned out to be such a bigger thing than we thought. It's not cheap to have an attorney there all day.
But I'm really glad we do.
Oh God, Haley's great. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. But yeah, so, you know, I'm glad I can say that my attorney is a very kind person. Anyway, let's see here. My attorneys are kind people. Oh, it's from Judy.
Oh, thank you, Judy.
Let's see what Judy sent in, and then I just want to go take this down to Jinx really quick, and then we gotta go because we're all moving very, very slow today. We are. I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh God, it's like 11 o'clock, and all I've done is like pick up meat and go to the store and go do a vet run and talk to about 12 different people.
All you've done.
That's all I've done. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. So.
Mr. Pretzel.
Oh, it's the cat thingy.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so Jinx is gonna have a fun old day today.
Yeah, I haven't taken his old one out. It needs to be taken out, but he still uses it because we didn't have a new one.
Oh,
thank you so much,
Lanta. Judy.
Judy, you're amazing. Thank you. He's gonna have so much fun.
I was actually thinking about hanging these up, you know, somehow off of his tree. But anyway, so all positive vibes here today. We are just grateful to be able to do what we do, and we're going to kind of continue to focus on that. So what April say?
It's not April. It's, can someone send Holly a born day cake at the court?
Well, it's so to be clear, this actually is not trial. Like, I shouldn't be being deposed. Like, it's not a deposition. It's not that I'm on trial. This is a hearing. I think the hearing examiner, you know, did well. Like, I don't know court stuff, but I felt that he gave everyone fair treatment. I mean, there was times where he was like, "What are you talking about, Miss Carr?" It wasn't. It was with everybody. He was very. I think he was very fair. I mean, it is what it is. So, but that's just my opinion. So, I also think that. I think that when it all comes down to it, what I'm most grateful for is I truly feel and think I know that he actually has looked through all the exhibits, whether necessary or not necessary, or relevant or not relevant. He clearly knew his exhibits, and that was just...
I have to read April's comment because it's really good.
It was April.
No, this is a different one. But still curious if my tortoise is more dangerous than my dog. You know, they can carry salmonella.
They can, just like armadillos can carry leprosy. You know, here's the thing. I feel it's really hard when somebody comes in and makes a stupid comparison. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, well, are you saying that a guinea pig is less dangerous than a wolf? Of course it is, right? You know, or a wolf dog. A guinea pig is also less dangerous than a chihuahua. It's also less dangerous than a cat. It's also less dangerous than an armadillo, actually. I mean, like, you can't put all those animals in a category because they all are different. Like, they're all in different spots in the ecosystem themselves, right? So, you know, it's not something that you can, like, compare to. And, like, I don't know. I just think this one thing to, like, allow somebody to have their narrative and then try to force your narrative on that person to try to entrap them or confuse them. I just think that that's poor game, I guess. Anyway.
Jade, I thought you guys would appreciate that part.
What's that?
Squirrels in the lights.
I can't believe you said that.
I put Rion in the bird thing so I can watch her while I'm doing my birds. She wanted to.
The sloth?
Just climbing?
Oh, outside.
Not inside.
I'm
Not
sitting here going,
creepy.
don't take her out right now.
Put her in there.
I was like, almost gave me a heart attack.
And you just said that off?
Gosh, there is gonna be some scratching poles flying here soon.
Ah! Would you fly it or would you just whip it?
That I would whip. That I would just throw. I don't have my keys. So okay. Let me get combobulated here. Like I said, we're moving slow today. It's very, very clear that we're moving slow today. Let's go see Jinx, but let me get this taken out. We get this for Holly's cabinet. This is Holly's cabinet one. There's that. This is for the marmosets. This is for Jinx. This is for Jinx. Let's go down real quick. See Jinx.
Exactly, Heather.
I gotta cut this box open real quick. Holly is very excited to use her knives on Monday.
I am. I'm so excited to use them.
She was like, man, it's a chicken day. I'm really that weak? I swear. Okay, let's go give this to Jinx.
No, I haven't used my new knives yet. I haven't had the opportunity to cut meat. We've been doing chicken because it's been a very, very long week.
Don't lie, Holly. You actually had
I'm sorry,
to cut
I
it.
did.
She had to cut meat up on
Thursday.
And she prepared double. She prepared for Thursday and Friday.
And then put Fridays in an ice bath.
And then
And then we got the knives after it was done.
yes. And then she and then we did the same thing for our whole week. We had this beautiful plan for the week. It was I was going to pick up $400 worth of chicken so we could have an easy feed day, and then on the day that we were not on Tuesday, we were going to do our mixed meat stuff and use all of that. Saturday I went to go pick up meat. They weren't ready, so then Holly had to go pick up meat on Tuesday, which ended up being over 14 boxes of meat, which ended up
not fitting in my
not
vehicle.
putting it in her vehicle. So I drove over there and had to pick it up with her. And so we did that, and then we had to cut up that meat because we didn't have room in our freezers because it was full of chicken because there was so much. So we just used the meat that was thawed, and I just nothing goes as planned. How can you just pivot all the time? Because that's all I do. All I do is pivot. You get pretty good at it after you do it for a while, right? So we're excited to do that. But at the end of the day, we're doing it for the animals, whether the ALFC or the NARN or whatever agrees with us, or Born Free. The ironic thing with Born Free is Born Free on their website specifically says that they do not agree with the enclosure of any animal, whether it be zoo, sanctuary, privately owned. They are against the caging of animals, period.
Yet we're supposed to use them to help rehome our animals.
But yet they're wanting to be reused to home. The Humane Society that actually euthanizes wolf dogs on the daily,
It's on the 5th.
also wants us to call them to help rehome. Now, through my experience with the Humane Society, at least up here, when I get called from somebody who needs to rehome a wolf dog, normally what happens is I'll get a phone call and they'll say, we called the Humane Society, which they said they have to euthanize it if it comes to the Humane Society because they're not going to rehome it. And that's not their specialty. It even says on the Humane Society's website that they do not handle exotic or wild animals of any kind, including Amazons or macaws or cockatiels or any of those exotic birds too. So I guess for me, if I looked at that, I would not look at that as a resource. Now that I've done more research as of this morning, I wouldn't look at that as a resource of someone I would be going through, since it specifically say that they don't cater to wild animals. And when they do get a wolf dog in, they don't call ESA and ask if that animal's endangered, nor do they do DNA testing. Just because it was listed that it is a wolf dog, it's automatically euthanized. So I don't feel like that be a credible organization for me to use. I also, you know, it's just very confusing. So I want to be very clear that there's not, if my animals if I had to move for some reason, had to remain safe, I would do whatever I could to remain them safe. But I also have animals that are very, very elderly that transport would not be good for them. You know, like I have a 14-year-old and 13-year-old, and they are on their way out right now. They're doing okay, but they are showing signs that they are getting old. Do you put them through a transport to live an extra 2 or 3 months? You have to take all of that into consideration if that stress, which actually could possibly be what the killer of them is.
Because stress does kill animals.
Because stress does kill animals. That's actually been proven in science, correct? Hence the light and all that stuff. It causes stress, which therefore does all this other stuff to them. Anyway, but, you know, what do I know? What do I know? So, here we go. My animals are so sad. They're like, you haven't been able to be with us like all week. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll come see you in just a minute. I spent some time with you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I spent some time with you in a minute. I promise. I promise. I'll come see you in a minute with you. I promise. You tell her. I promise. I'll come see you soon, okay? So that's called wolf talk. Wolf dog talk. Lexi's probably the most vocal wolf dog we
100%
ever had out here. She reminds me of Shep and Rylan, where it's like Shep will walk by her and like kind of like drag past her, and Rylan will go, "Oh my gosh!" That's Lexi and Zeus. Just this laid back guy and this really high strung little girl. But I love them both, so I gotta go spend time with them today. It's been a long freaking week. It's been a long week. Now so Holly watches home. She's like, so tired.
I am.
Well, clearly you guys saw in the hearing, I do a lot.
Yeah. You do a lot.
I do a lot. And you know what? It's okay that I do a lot because I do it for them. So, and I do it for my staff. And I do it for all that kind of stuff.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Hi, Ferdinand! Oh my goodness! Bow, 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 bow.
What's under her arm? Those are the new toys that we just got in. Oh. He still really likes his box.
We haven't taken it out.
Girl was actually playing in it this morning.
Was she?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, so girl. So, little did you know that your donation of a freezer, a little tip down here.
Heather, she probably could.
What's that?
Could Lexi throw an arm over her eyes and say, "I do declare"?
Oh, God. There's the next meme for you, April. I'll get you the photo. I think I have several photos of Lexi going, oh.
Oh, you're on Wi-Fi, that's why.
Oh, wait, it's the pink one.
Yes.
The red one, the pink one. Stupid only things being available color-wise.
I know.
Ready, Jinxie Jinx? Okay. I haven't seen you for so long. A whole week. Hi, Mom. Hi, baby boy. Not a good idea, is it? Look what I got. Hey, look what I got.
It's like, yeah, you got shoes.
Oh, don't pee on me. No, don't do it. I love you, but don't do. Oh, see, okay, this.
Oh, thank you,
This
Kathleen.
can be clear. Don't do that, please. This can be clear proof Don't do that, please. This can be clear proof of these animals' love, right? You know, you're told, we don't disagree that all animals, if they can be in the wild, should be in the wild. We don't disagree with that. But he was captively bred and born. He was raised with humans. Putting him in a sanctuary where he doesn't get to come up and like work with a handler would not be beneficial.
This week has proven it wouldn't be beneficial to him.
I know. He's
It's really funny. The other day, I was back cleaning, I think I was in Titans, and I just hear this sound. I'm like, what is that? It was him going, bow, 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 like a chickmunk almost. I'm like, but it's Jinx.
Because he wants his attention. He's like, do you know what I just got to rub in?
You gave him catnip first.
This is that silver stuff.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Did you go to my cabinet?
No, it came with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just poured it all over there.
I thought maybe I just blanked on something we did.
Could very well be it. Could very well be a possibility at this moment.
Because I have no place to complain. Because Ashley works every day, but this is day 14 for me.
14 or 13?
I believe 14.
He's like, you know what? I want to play with it, but this catnip is just so much better right now. So, Jinx loves his scratch posts. So thank you so much for sending these in for him. He does go through
Service back here because we are within a totally locked cage. Oh my, is there catnip in the toy? Oh my, is there catnip in the toy?
I don't think so. I think he's just already high.
Oh my, is there catnip in the toy?
I don't think so. I think he's just already high. Aww. Did you just need some lovins? Did you just need some lovins? Aww. Did you just need some lovins? Did you just need some lovins? Did you just need some love? That usually is pretty standard when it comes to cats to get them neutered. Spaying is a much more difficult procedure for some animals, so usually they try to neuter, depending on if sometimes spaying can prevent some kind of aggression. Do you know that actually I learned something that, well actually I didn't learn it, the new numbers have come out for 2023 that, well actually I didn't learn it, the new numbers have come out for 2023. All dog attacks that happen occur in 70% unneutered males.
Interesting.
Yep. So that, Holly,
Say thank you for helping us.
I think what I want to do is, how expensive was it to swim with your sharks?
Shoot. I'm gonna say it was like $90.
$90? It's probably gone up
That
a
was,
little bit too.
yeah, that was like 9 years ago though.
9 years ago. Okay. So, yes. We, yes, because you fed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You're already fed and watered. Boy has to have his favorite water bucket filled up.
Every time.
He's out there already laying right by it. That's his favorite water bucket. You know what we should do? We should just go on all the experiences that they offer.
I'm down
Once
with
a
that.
month, we should go we'll go do swim with sharks again. We'll go do the petting of rhinoceroses, feeding them.
Yeah, you feed them.
We'll go feed the giraffes and let their tongue wrap all the way around your
Mm-hmm.
arm. It's pretty cool. We'll go do, I know they have more.
They do have tons more. Just depends what facility you're at.
Oh, we go ride camels at the Point Defiance.
We can.
Um,
That's where my shark dive was.
yeah. So maybe we'll just do a couple of them in one day. We'll go ride camels, we'll go swim with sharks, and then we'll just start doing their experiences and see what they have to offer, and then that could add some more resource to us of how we can be better even at what we do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be fun. Let's do that. So,
With all our spare time, we'll be on it.
A girl can dream, right? A girl can dream. The preparation that has to come with doing that is a lot.
Oh, sharks actually sparked my passion for conservation. So that was like my absolute, that was my birthday that I did.
Can you zoom in on that? Trying not to make him move.
He's waiting for food.
Big yawn. 50 sharp teeth all inside that mouth right there. Actually, let me confirm that. You are a zoologist, right? They do have 50 sharp teeth.
They do.
Okay, just
They
checking.
do.
Just checking. Making sure. Yeah. All right.
You know, that's always an option if the hearing examiner would like to come out and see the property.
Yeah.
We're not opposed to it.
No, I believe that, I believe that has been or will be offered. I think that what it all breaks down to, though, I think he's a pretty intelligent person. I think that there's been a lot of evidence provided for him to kind of get a good grasp on things. So I don't know. I don't know. And if it doesn't go
Thank
through,
you, Jessica.
then we can appeal. We can go to Superior Court. But that just means more fundraising and more doing that. And that's going to be fundraising on steroids, because I probably, to be able to fight the litigation and do all of this stuff and do whatever other stuff they're deciding to bring forth, we're probably looking at about $300,000.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. If I had a second house, I'd sell it, to be quite honest, and just go, but I don't. So we'll get to the other side of it. You guys have helped us this far. We'll just go to plan B and C and D and E, and we'll pivot, and we'll do what we can to, continue forth, and do what we do. I find it very hard.
They are, Lisa.
I find it very hard. There are organizations that fight for different things, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with the, NARN having their opinion and what they feel. Do I agree that the sharks should be taken out of the Seattle Aquarium Zoo? That's an accredited AZA organization that takes very good care of their animals. No. I don't know the whole story about it, but they are passionate about it, and so they're fighting for that kind of stuff. I feel that education, and it's actually, according to the AZA's website, they have studies cited on there about how much more education people get about an animal or a thing with an ambassador or a hands-on experience provides.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I think that a lot of the reasons why people do feed rhinoceroses is because that's when they get to learn that they are on the top 10 most dangerous animal lists. And you can do that with your kids. You can go do that with your kids. You can go feed rhinoceroses with your kids, and they are on the top 10 most dangerous animals in the entire world, right? Mosquitoes, I believe, are number one. No, mosquitoes do cause 1 million deaths a year, which is more than any other animal. But again, I feel, and I guess that, you know, I'm learning, but I feel that we've really lost as a community and a society of just learning to agree to disagree.
Sorry, we got to go to Colorado now. April just told me you could feed hippos, and it's always been a dream of mine to feed a hippo.
You can feed hippos?
A hip hop anonymous.
That is
We're going to Colorado.
terrible. Well, while we're there, we'll go to that grizzly park.
There we go.
Yeah, there's a grizzly park down there, and I've heard really great things about it, actually, like where you walk across suspension bridges, so you're the one in the cages and they're not. I mean,
Which is really cool.
It's really, yeah, it's a beautiful facility. From the photos that I've seen. But I just really feel like we've lost the agree to disagree, and I feel like the way that fighting happens now is just done so, you know, forcefully, or I don't know. It's just kind of sad to me, because you guys watch, you guys see how much we love and care for these animals, and I do appreciate the 8,000+ people who have already been out to our facilities, and we already have over 4,000 reviews that state that you appreciated how we cared for the animals. And I know none of you are accredited probably by the AZA, but I can tell you that I did have a lady come out here that has been working with a big cat sanctuary here in Washington. And yes, sanctuary, not associated with the global foundation of animal sanctuaries, but a very well-known sanctuary here. And she donated $500 when she left. And she said, "Thank you so much for your work. I see your guys' passion.
And I remember her.
Yeah.
Because I want to go to her facility.
Yeah, and I started bawling. Like when she was like, add an extra $500 onto there. I mean, I just started crying, and I was just like, you don't have to do that. And she was just like, you're doing great work. So to be able to have another, and I actually have had several sanctuaries and rescues donate to the organization through all of this. And so I just want to thank you guys so much for that, because I want a network of people
It is really
that
comfy.
we can communicate with, and that we can build a beautiful thing, and we can have our group that believes in the way that we rescue. And that is providing the animal with the proper husbandry, even if that means handling of the animal. Now, there is a difference between exploiting animals and doing it correctly. And that's, and I think that that's really where the USDA falls in, is because so for example, the Woodland Park Zoo, they are Class C exhibitors. They have to go through USDA regulations. All the 4 accredited zoos that are in the state of Washington, yes, 4, only 4. I learned a lot from my deposition. Only 4. There's only 4 AZA accredited. You're not catching it, Holly. You're reading comments.
I am reading comments. I'm sorry. I can't multitask today. It's not happening.
I was saying there's only 4. There's only 4 accredited AZAs in the state of Washington. 4. Only 4.
4.
It's just 4. And only 2 global FASs,
The G.
GFSA.
Yeah.
GFS. I don't know why I can't remember that abbreviation. Anyway. GFAS is what it's short for.
Only 2, which I did make sure to point that out yesterday.
There's 2 wildlife. So they have several sanctuaries that are horses and llamas and sheep and chickens and all that stuff. But as far as what we specialize in with wildlife, there's 2 of those. But what I was saying is that all 4 of those AZA accredited organizations are inspected by the same USDA inspector that I am. We have the same USDA inspector. We have the same thing where we have our refrigerators looked at. We have the same USDA notebook that we have to have looked at. We have the same requirements that we have to meet to be able to do what we do, and that is wildlife exhibiting of any kind. So with that said, but again, I've never claimed to be a legal expert. It's how I understand it, and hopefully all of that can be brought out eventually. But again, I'm not going to worry about it. It's all in the hands, right? So we're supposed to keep doing what we do. What are they all at?
They played this morning, and they're just kind of lethargic now.
Tuckered out. They're all in their boxes and in their boxes on. Anyway.
I'm glad I could provide you guys with a couple laughing things yesterday.
Holly did really good. Everyone did good.
You did amazing. For how long? Like,
I feel like, you know, I could have done better. I just was really tired by the end of it.
Oh yeah, Joy says they're allowed to pet stingrays in the Kansas Zoo.
Even though one killed Steve Irwin.
No
You know
way.
what the horrible thing about that is after that happened to Steve Irwin, there was like this movement that went through where people were cutting off their tails.
It was pretty horrific.
And if anyone would want to honor his memory, he would know that's probably not exactly what he ever
wanted.
Yeah. I can't speak for him because I'm not his child, or nor do I ever know him.
But from following his family, he went the way he would have wanted to have gone.
Right.
Doing his passion.
Right. And with every passion comes some kind of form of liability, you know, in what you do. If you're an avid skydiver, it's a very dangerous thing.
Nope.
We're not going to do that. We're not
Nope,
going to go
never.
skydiving with the vultures.
Nope.
There is an experience.
Nope.
Skydiving with the eagles. There's my next.
I am not about
extravaganza.
that height. No.
We should go.
It's all you.
I don't want to go. It's terrifying. I'm not scared of heights really, so to say, but I am scared of falling.
I am scared of heights.
You know, like when I'm standing on top of stuff and it's like, I'm just like, what goes through my head is, God, that would really that would hurt.
Exactly. Which I don't like when I was younger, I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, that's gonna hurt.
I know.
And more importantly, I have to pay for the medical bills now.
That's really unfortunate, isn't it? Bright pink. Okay. How did I give you an original? Because it's gold.
Huh?
Original piece?
I don't know. Because I am amazing.
You are an original?
I am.
They hear the door open and they're like, oh my God, people! Okay. Hi. Hi, baby.
Hi, Will Pill.
I'm so sorry it's been such a long week. I really am. I know. So this is Luther and Willow. Hi, sweet girl. Hello, honey.
Just for you, Jessica. And Nai.
She's so feisty. You're so feisty. Oh, that's very nice of you. That was very kind of you to not bite him, but to like actually just give him kisses. Don't do that by me. That's his nose, not mine. That's his nose, not mine. So, these guys are pretty remarkable. Very blessed to have opportunity to work with such amazing creatures, and to be able to educate people. Nai. Gosh, you guys have made that loud. It's pretty cool.
Can't really see you very well because you're too close, Willow.
You just see fur.
Yep.
So they are starting to get in their winter coat. You notice that?
I very much have. Especially Max.
Oh, man. So they're starting to get their winter coat in, which is like, I don't know what to take from that. In just 1 week, because this was not, I honestly haven't been able to be down here to really love them this week. It's been a very busy week. It's all been the staff that's been really caring for these guys.
Titan has been feeling neglected just like all these guys. Haven't gotten any love time, really.
This boy right here, this Lubu, he's such a good boy. So our whole point of why we do what we do is to educate people how these guys are not villains, how these guys are essential to the ecosystem, and why we actually need wolves in nature and we need to stop taking them out.
You sat on me.
She's kind of in a weird mood. You're kind of in a weird mood. You just want so much love, but at the same time, you don't know how you feel about the love. I don't need you to get sassy around. I don't need you to get sassy around Luther. I need you to get sassy.
Hey, Lou.
So, you know, there's been a lot of things that have happened with the wolves. There's a lot of things that happened with a lot of animals to villainize them over centuries. These guys right here are made out to be the killers of farmers, farm life.
Killers or farmers?
Farm life.
Okay.
Farmers, you know, 1 in
Farmers.
a million.
Livelihood.
Livelihood. The killer of the farmer culture, agricultural culture. So they don't do that. Yes, you do get the occasional cow that is killed by a pack of wolves. Really no, the pigs are, they don't like pig.
Are they even listed on the?
I don't think they are. I believe it's just sheep, cow, and I think there's one more thing, chickens, I think.
I mean, who doesn't love chicken?
Well, who doesn't love bacon?
Right?
Maybe because it's not crispy.
So Jade says, I feel like if you open for tourists, people are going to call them Will Pill 99. And like, if you guys come here doing that, I'm going to feel just so blessed.
Yeah, me too. My Lubu. I love him. Now this is like, here's the biggest thing is like, don't force Luther to come over here. I mean, like, if he wants to stay here and be scratched, he can be. Nitro's slowly working his way over here. He's like, I don't know if you're wearing your good hairspray today or not. I haven't quite got a smell on your hair yet today.
Don't know if it's worth it.
Don't know if it's worth it. Maybe I would want to top this. Oh, he made it on the box. So, as you can see, the last few days that I've walked down here, Luther has literally pawed up on the fence and been like, it made me feel so bad. You made me feel so horrible. Don't make me feel so horrible. I just want you to be loved and cared for and just acknowledged of how amazing you are. So, anyway, we do want to educate the public again. We really do want to get back into our routine. I feel like
Thank you for all the gifts.
and like all of my facts and everything like that. Like, I can't keep a straight thought process.
I think it might be more exhaustion than you forgetting.
I'm forgetting that I'm tired. Clearly, because I forget to eat right now too, which never has been an issue for me. I love food, but it is what it is. It'll be okay. So anyway, thank you guys for following us. We're gonna go feed the small mammals. We're gonna continue to do what we do. We're gonna continue to stay positive. You know, and I know there's a point of joking about it, but the real reality is yesterday was rough. You know, it was exhausting. It was, but like I said, I'm very confident in what happens. And I do believe that the facts and everything will be reviewed and thought out. And, you know, if we disagree, then, you know, you try to appeal, and if not, then we figure out different ways to be able to survive. And that's just kind of where we're at right now. So we've survived this long. Next week, then, we'll be doing, Jessica will be doing a fundraiser for Holly, for her birthday.
Birthday week.
Birthday fundraiser for Holly. Oh, Hanky Panky does have an eye infection, so now he gets to come home with me for the next 7 days. That's our white rabbit, just so we're clear.
The original. The sweetest rabbit I have ever met.
Stinking Hank.
Haven't met a lot in person, but sweetest one I've met.
Yeah. Yes, I did take him to a vet this morning to have care because his eye was not looking well. So
Joy, once things kind of settle down, I do plan on going back to school to finish my degree, my master's. But just trying to work and go to school, like, as much as we work, it just isn't possible.
yeah, because I was going to be starting my...
Yeah, you were supposed to be starting too.
in January. I had to cancel. Yeah, I was going to be getting my BBA in nonprofit business. So...
Thank you.
Yeah. But again, as proven yesterday, Does that really matter? Oh wait, it does. Oh no, it doesn't. But yes, it does. But no, it doesn't. Can't, you know, I've just learned you can't please everybody.
Nope.
I think that when you get to that place, you know, like, I actually think I truly understand those videos where it's just like, I don't give a
Yeah.
now, where it's like, I can't please you, I can't please, you know, and that, yeah, that's okay. Like, I will please this portion over here and this portion over here. It's okay if we just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the reason I got super irritated with them is because they already tried to discredit you for not having it, and now they're trying to discredit me for having it. And I'm just like, that's why I got frustrated.
Right. Well, and I guess that my process of things is like, how do you get experience? And do you really feel that everything that your mentor tells you, you're going to believe and take into practice?
No, because you're supposed to be better than your mentor.
Exactly.
That's how the community grows.
Exactly. And, you know, so it's like, I learned, Dave wasn't bad practice in everything, right? So I did learn some stuff. I also learned stuff a lot on my own. I also learned stuff from people with the big cat rescues and things like that. You know, the Phoenix group. You know, I learned stuff. Our kids do every day. We all learn something new every day. Like, that's very important. And I understand that knowledge is power. But I also understand that when you're trying to put somebody on the spot and pull their knowledge, sometimes you just kind of forget what you should say. And then you go to bed at night and you wake up at 4 a.m. and go, oh, why didn't I say that?
Right?
You know? Or why didn't I say that? I know my stuff. I know stuff. You know, I've been doing it a long time. But anyway, we're going to get to the other side of it. We're going to keep fighting for these guys. Make sure you check out our Etsy store. Make sure you join us next week when we do Holly's birthday. Hi, Nitro.
No, we haven't gotten that money yet.
No, not from Instagram. Nitro.
So Fundraiser probably won't be available on Facebook or Instagram.
No, we're not going through their Nitro. We won't be going through their programs anymore, which is really unfortunate because it is a very good platform to use because it's very easy and convenient.
Mm-hmm.
But it just is what it is. So we'll just go through PayPal and you guys can get your tax write-offs, and we're gonna fundraise. We're gonna try to raise, like, I did 10, right? So you wanted to get 20?
Yeah, I want to do 20.
I think
Does that count the match or not? Because if it counts the match, I want to do at least 30.
No, you can't count the match. I just mean in general. I want to do at least 30. If you do that, dude, I'm gonna applaud you. My mentoring has paid off.
It has.
You've done it better than I can do it, Ollie.
You guys, let's do it. Let's do 30 next week.
Let's do 30,000 next week, and then I can get caught up.
Because then we can take a breath.
And then we can breathe for just a little bit longer. I'm sorry to ask you guys for money all the time. That's not what I want to do. To be quite honest, I mean, like, it's the last thing that I want to do. I really wish we could get grants and stuff, but with litigations and lawsuits and all that stuff, it's very complicated to get a grant right now. So we'll see what happens. But let's go feed the smalls. Get that done. That's all that's left, and putting the meat in the freezer.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do that, and it's already 11:44. So we probably should take the next couple hours, and we were gonna get out of here at noon, but that didn't happen.
That's not gonna happen. See, it was a plan.
We're moving so slow. It's like, I mean, I feel like I'm coming.
I feel like I'm walking through Jello. Just
That's
like
good.
trying to move, but not.
A howl might start. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I hear a siren.
I don't know these animals at all.
I haven't got to use my knives yet. Monday I will.
It's Max and Coco, and then Blue and Leslie. They're still
Sirens are still going. There's Titan. They can tell who Luther is with the howl.
He has such a low howl. Calvin, knock it off. So, with that said, what started that howl was a siren. So the ambulance or fire truck or whatever, let's see if it's still going, that can start an entire howl out here. It's those kind of things that kind of trigger it, and usually why wolves are actually howling is for location purposes. They're kind of doing like a roll call, so they heard something that was high pitch, and then all of a sudden this pack starts saying I'm right here, this pack says I'm right here, this pack says I'm right there. They do that when they get the occasional kill. They will howl, but usually packs do fairly hunt together. I mean, there are,
They're going to do it again.
Yeah, it's coming. Or maybe they're over it.
They could be. They do get pretty tired of howling.
So, usually a howl out here, 30 to 50 seconds-ish, but...
Joy. I'm seriously thinking of sending Lark a megaphone.
Sending a megaphone?
To Lark.
Oh, Jesus.
That would drive me insane. Be hilarious.
I would have to have like 2 sets of earplugs on while I pulled the trigger, because that would amplify so much. You know what you could do is if you just had a microphone that went to a speaker that was far away.
Oh, that would be
hold
perfect.
that, and then it went You just like we could do on the auto tune. Anyway, that would be great. So anyway, thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for following us. The hearing is in one last day on September 5th at 8 o'clock. That is not open to the room. No one showed up anyway, but if you are planning on going to that, it's not for that. It is via Zoom only. I'm sure you'll be able to click on that link on any of the Facebook pages that they posted it to yesterday to encourage the community to try to discredit us as an organization. But, I'm just going to keep going. We've grown it this far. We are making something beautiful, and we're going to continue to do that for as long as we can with the help of you guys. So join us next week. Jessica will start advertising that on Monday after I talk. If not, we'll do a birthday fundraiser for Holly anyway, but hopefully
we get the match with it.
But if not, or if you are planning on donating a bigger amount and you guys want to come together and create a bigger match, we could do that also. So, we have had people who are like, can you do $1,000 match, or can you do a $5,000 match? We can combine all those together and see if we can make a good matching thing. Because please know, you don't have to give $1,000, $5, $10, $15, $20.
It all adds up.
It all adds up. So when I go home tonight, I do need to spend some time with my daughter.
I bet.
Yeah, dude. She hugged me probably 35 times last night. Just like walking by, just hug me, and walking by and hug me. She's feeling very deprived of mom. So I gotta spend a lot of time with her. But tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna start the brand new historian tier, where I'm gonna be adding photos of animals from far away. So that doesn't make any sense at all. I'm going to be adding, the wind picked up, which makes us like look around. Anyway, so I'm gonna be posting photos of like stuff like me with our original wolf sticker.
Should we just do it every Thursday for Throwback Thursday?
I wanted to give them a couple more, so I was gonna do
Okay.
I was gonna do like a couple photos a week for them, or
Because I did a
videos,
throwback Thursday for you this Thursday, or last Thursday. 2 days ago.
Huh?
I did a throwback photo of you.
Why?
Because I could.
Of what?
You and... I'm not sure who it is. It's a throwback.
Like far back?
Mhm.
Oh, I'll post the video of Rylan walking Willow on there. So cute, dude. And the Sheps of the Voice. Take them by your drink. And then I will post. We'll post stuff that like, maybe even if I have stuff of Samson, or maybe even me when I was 14 with Sheba, my bobcat, my first bobcat that I worked with. So I'll start going through that. I know my mom has albums, so it'll probably be a picture of a picture, but actually that'll be a good task for my mom.
It would be.
Have her go through, or like the newspaper articles where they did an article on me, all that kind of stuff. So I'll start going through that and getting that post back for the historian tier and above, which is a $25 tier on our Patreon, and above we'll start kind of giving you the back history and actually show you I have been doing this for a pretty long time. Yeah, all right, let's go feed some smalls.
They're doing good. They're just kind of... It's getting warm, so they're all just kind of lethargic.
Hi, Nine. I've been working to see if Nitro would actually make it all the way over here, but
I'm not wearing special hair gel and my hair's up.
I used hairspray this morning, but it's probably not good enough.
I did nothing this morning. Not even dry shampoo.
So Nitro and I, we broke our trust with each other, so we're gaining it back. It just has he has special boundaries for me. Nitro. No.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
What? Me? Huh? You?
Jessica, he probably would come to you again.
Oh, he loved Jessica, man. He was rubbing all over her like crazy. Is my hair gel just not that strong? He only rubs on your head if you have really good hairspray or hair gel in normally. Nitro. Come here. Come here. He's like, no, forget you. I only give you attention in the morning. Why is that? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Echo's the same way.
Why do you think it's like morning and evening, or nothing at all?
Echo came up first thing this morning, even pushed Brian out of the way, and now he's done.
Yeah. So, hi, buddy. Well, I was gonna try to give you loves, but if you don't want it, I'm not gonna force it. So, it's all right. Luther loved me. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys probably
Monday to start off our fundraiser.
Yeah. Holly's already. God, you're amped up for it already.
Because we need to do it.
We
I have to.
We do. We need the funds. We really need the funds right now. So
So you guys have a day and a half to get ready. Pump your friends up. Let's get those donations coming in.
start sharing Jessica's reels.
Yes.
That are gonna be posted. I know you.
Hey, Nai.
He's one of our sweetest boys out here. One of our sweetest boys. He's so sweet. And the Echo is actually asleep in the back. Really?
He has his most favorite spot back there. It's hilarious.
I know. I see him. I see
What's
them.
funny is when I'm back there cleaning and all of a sudden a wolf pops up out of the house. I'm like, oh, hey, Echo.
Echo is the last wolf dog that I would think to be in a house.
Yeah.
He sleeps in here too, like in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, guys, have a good day. We will see you guys on Monday for fundraiser. Holly.
Birthday fundraiser.
Birthday fundraiser, Holly.
Bye, guys.